Hey, this is Tuhan Aditya from LightHaven. Today we're going to be talking about stances and leg structure and leg position for weapon work. Now I often get the question that when I am working with weapons, stick, sword, knife, whatever it is, which leg should be in front? And the honest answer, the only real honest answer is that it depends. It depends on a variety of factors, and we're going to be looking at some of those factors today. The first factor is range. How far away are you from your opponent? So in Pekiti, the way we measure range is we have 3 stick lengths is long range, or where I can reach his hand, he can reach my hand. Where I can reach his body, he can reach my body, or 2 stick lengths is medium range. And where his hand can reach my body and my hand can reach his body is close range. Then you have like clinching range and all that kind of stuff. If we are at long range, my live hand has nothing to do, right? It's not going to catch his weapon and then do some work from there. My live hand has nothing to do. And so I'm probably better served having my weapon side in front and my body in this bladed fashion, right? Where my weapon arm is more ahead than my non-weapon arm. So that if Zarir has to hit my non-weapon side, he has to come all the way around, and that gives me a whole bunch of entries to his weapon arm. So Zarir's first target is going to be my weapon side, the side that I am presenting. As soon as we go into medium range or close range, where my live hand has now purpose, then I'm going to start squaring up to him. This could be in 2 ways. I could either have my weapon leg in front, or I could have my non-weapon leg in front. It depends on what it is that I want to do, what he's trying to do, how I want to follow up with it. So again, he's giving me an angle 1. Let's say I'm entering behind this umbrella. Now I want to step in, so I'm getting the other leg in front. Maybe I'm going to, if it's a stick, maybe work some sort of a wind disarm, hi Luna. Or if I am looking to enter deeper, something like this. Or maybe I'm just looking to control the weapon. Then I keep my weapon leg in front. It depends on what I'm trying to do. Maybe I'm going to pass this to the outside, control again, and then attack. Again, it depends on what it is that I want to do. But only when I come closer, where my live hand has now purpose, will I start to square up to him. So when I'm at long range stick or knife, I'm blading my body. Let's say we're at close range. From here, I don't want to stand like this, because if Zarir hits me with the punyo and I jam like this and he puts even a little bit of pressure, I'm going to go back. I have nothing. I need any one leg in front because I'm thinking of building from the ground up. I'm building structure from the ground up. The stronger that I am here, the more I can pressure I can withstand. So when Zarir really pushes, I'm still pretty strong over here, and I can maintain this for quite a bit of time. I don't need to stay here forever though. I need to stay here for just enough time for me to be able to adjust to do something else. So he's hitting me. I need to stay just enough time for me to move to the outside and do something else. So my structure needs to be good enough for that. Here also it depends. You can have either leg forward, but my hips are now more square towards him. Earlier, I was like this, where my weapon side was in front. Now, if I extend both my hands will reach equidistant to each other. When it was bladed, it was like this. Now it's like this. So when I'm closer, I like squaring up. And this is again going to apply whether you're going stick or knife or sword or whatever it is that you're going to be working on. The more work that my live hand has, the more I probably will square up. So when we go to double weapons, or when we go to a shield, or when we go to Sparadaga, or whatever it may be, again, oftentimes, especially with double stick, you will oftentimes see a more squared sort of stance, because now I can attack equally on both sides. With Sparadaga, sometimes you might see a more bladed stance. Let's imagine this is a knife. You might see a more bladed stance until I enter into the knife range. Then I'm going to square up again where I use that knife. Now this is a heavily generalized way of looking at which leg should be in front. There are other factors that you can also consider. Other factors personalized to you. They could be fighting styles. So let's say I really enjoy using my umbrella. So oftentimes I might bait the head. I might have this like medium load or cross load, like a hybrid between them here, and I'm exposing my head, I'm baiting my head, I'm saying, hey, look, hit my head, because I want to bait that angle 1. Because when that angle 1 comes, I'm going to switch my legs, bring this umbrella up, and enter with an angle 1 of my own. Another example may be that I want to play a really long range game and I want to be cutting the hand with an angle 3. So now again I'm going to be in a sort of like a exaggerated bladed stance where it's much longer than before, and what I'm again doing is exposing my head and saying, hey, come hit my head. I'm baiting with my head, but my stick is down low, and when they come and hit me, I'm going to step back and cut their hand. Right? So this is another strategy that you can use. Another strategy that I've seen used quite effectively has been this high load, and he was very squared up and he was just here, because you know exactly what's coming. You know, anytime you try to enter, he's going to drop that down. But in this loading position, having a more bladed stance may not necessarily give you any advantages, because it's the same concept as the others. In the others, you are baiting with our head. Here, we're baiting with the body and baiting with the legs. So if I am bladed, it may not be as good of a bait as if I was squared up. The bottom line is that you have to play and spar and experiment with this when you're training by yourself solo, when you're training with a partner and doing partner drills, and when you're sparring. Only then are you going to figure out what works for you and when it works for you and with who it works for you, because they're going to have different strategies that work with different people. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. If you have anything to add to the conversation, leave that in the comments down below. Please do subscribe to the channel. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. A huge thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you so much for your support. If you'd like to know more about our Patreon page and the exclusive content that we offer there, check out the link in the description down below. Thank you, Zarir, for assisting. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.